Alright, in Python, we are still trying to explain how to differentiate between pass by reference and pass by value. And in my previous tutorial, I explained it using this example. So this is an example that makes it really clear. So we have this modify list function. It takes a list and then changes it by appending items to the list and then returns it. Now, when we call this function with a new list, for instance, we have this list one, a new list created, and then we call modify list, okay, is actually going to modify this same list one that is given to it. So meaning that the list that is receiving is the list that it's in memory. It's modifying the existing list that is in memory and returning the output. So I'm going to run this program and then let's see what happens. So the current list is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then after modify list runs, we also print out the same list one. You see this list one has been changed by the function, and then it attaches these numbers to it. So that is how pass by reference works. It modifies what is in the memory already. So I'm going to differentiate now by writing a function that works that receives parameters by reference. But take note that by default, lists in Python are normally passed by reference. So let's pass something by value and see how it works. So let's use a string this time. Let's call it str1. And let's say here we modify the string str1 plus attachment. So let's say we attach some new string to it, str1. So let's leave the function name to be the same. So let's say in the calling now we call str1. Okay, let's say str2. Just I want to illustrate something. Let's call it my string. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to display str2, modify list str2. Let's say str1 as well. Okay, so the new string is str1. Okay, let's say the new string is. So let's see what is going to happen when I run this program. So the modify list now is working with a string. It's going to modify the string, and let's see whether it will really modify it or not. So I'm going to run this program. So you can see the string that was given to it is my string, and then we have the new string is also the same as my string. So what is happening is not actually modifying it. The point is this is passed by value. So when we are working with this string1 is equal to string1, actually this is plus. When we work with this, is actually not modifying the original string. So when my string is passed into it, it is passed by value. So is actually a new string. String1 here is a different object than string2 here, than string1 here, and that means it is passed by value. The value of the string is a value of a new object, and the value of the string in the function is a value of another object. So try to get it into your head, difference between pass by value and pass by reference. So when we use a string, after calling the modify list function, the list is modified. But in this case, after calling the modify function, nothing changes. The reason is because this is a different object than what was used in the function. Alright, I hope this is clear, and let me just tell you a few things about functions, about how you can pass parameters to function. So let's take, for instance, a function that joins two strings. Let's call it join string. That's the function. It joins two strings together, right? Good. So it takes two functions, str1 and str2. Those are two strings, and it now prints out the two strings combined. So let me say print str1. It combines them. I want to now put a space in between. So str2. So it simply joins two strings together. So what I want to illustrate at this time, what is happening here? str1, str2. Okay, fine, it's okay. So I want to illustrate how you can pass parameter to this function. So in this, let's say str2 is equal to second string. Let's call it first and second first. So the second string is str2, and this time I want to call join string to work on these two functions. Right? So if I say join string str1 and str2, actually it will not need this. So when I call join strings, it joins the two strings together and prints to the output. So let's run it to see. So we can see first, second is printed, right? Another way to pass this function, this argument to this function is to say str1 equal to first, str2 equal to second. So this is also perfectly okay. So I can actually get rid of these two, and this works perfectly. And this is called, the way I'm doing it now is called value argument, and the other one is called keyword argument. I think that is the right way it works. So if I run this, you see it also print first and second. So in the next tutorial, we are now going to discuss anonymous functions. So that is one thing I want to let you know. Anonymous functions. That is what we are going to discuss in the next tutorial. So I'd like to thank you for viewing.